Hey guys, it's Jess and welcome back to my channel. It has been quite a while since I have been posting regularly, and I feel like every video I start is me saying that I'm back or I'm going to be posting more regularly, and then inevitably it all just sort of falls through. Life has been lifing lately. We've been going through a lot. So it started out that I was pregnant, and then we had our daughter Coralie in November of 2022. We were in the middle of remodeling this room, which used to be our garage, and turning it into my studio craft room. Then she was born. There was the newborn phase. We were enjoying life, just kind of like doing the family things. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, life was just going on. And then this year, I've been trying to get back into things now that Coralie is more, not independent by any means, but she doesn't need me like absolutely every second. So, I'm able to get at least a little bit more, a little bit more time in where I can actually do things for me again. So I was kind of trying to get back into the swing of all of this recently. And then birthday season kind of hit us. So, my oldest is at the end of July, then back to school starts, then it's, my middle at the beginning of October, then Coralie's is November 2nd, and then I'm November 3rd. And there's Halloween in the mix and all of that. So I was getting kind of overwhelmed and trying to focus on like one thing at a time. But my stepdad, who has had a heart condition for a long time, went into the hospital almost 2 weeks ago now, and was on life support for a little over a week. And unfortunately, he passed away the day after my birthday. So I spent my birthday in the hospital with him while all that was happening. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to like talk or anything, but I was there, and then unfortunately he passed the next morning. So that has been really tough, obviously for me, but I'm really heartbroken for the kids, and I'm really heartbroken for my mom. And so it has just been an absolute whirlwind. I'm going to try my best to keep moving forward. He is one of the few people that I know in this world who actually wouldn't want you to be sad. He was like the most selfless and kind person I've ever met in my life. And, yeah, I know he really actually wouldn't want us to be sad. So I'm going to try my best, to kind of just keep moving forward and honor him, but, keep doing the things that he knows made me happy and made the kids happy and all that. So anyway, this is a lot for an intro. I've recorded a million intros, saying I was coming back, or welcome to another studio vlog, blah, 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 blah. Hopefully this time is for real and I'm actually going to be back. I don't know. I'm going to try my best. Anyway, love you guys. Thanks for hanging with me through all this time that I've been really sporadic with my posting. It really means the world to me that you guys are here. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump in. Love you. Okay, so this is the sublimation printer I've been using since I've had a sublimation printer. It's an Epson 2720, and it's not meant to be a sublimation printer, but we turned it into a sublimation printer because that's what all kinds of people online were doing. It does technically work, but it is frequently clogged. You have to use a ton of ink because you're constantly having to like clean the printer heads and do like manual cleanings and stuff, because even just a couple hours, or maybe not even that long, of not using it makes the heads get clogged. So then when I'm not using it for a week or a month or whoever knows how long, it's like super bad and it prints horribly, and I have to go through tons and tons and tons of ink trying to get it to work again. So I'm not going to use this anymore. Since it was my birthday this past week, I got a gift, and we got a brother a Brother sublimation printer. This one is actually meant to be a sublimation printer, so we're gonna see how it goes. Fingers crossed it's like good. I don't know, it had pretty good reviews, so we will see what happens, but let's go ahead and get it set up. Okay, so this is the first print with the Brother sublimation printer. It's really, really light. I'm gonna wait until tomorrow to heat my heat press up and see how it how it transfers and all that, because it's pretty late. It's like 11 p.m. right now. But yeah, so that is it. This is supposed to be pink. It's very, very light, but we'll see how it transfers. I don't know. This is just the first thing I've printed. I haven't done any calibration or anything. So yeah, I don't know. Fingers crossed. I was just about to go ahead and press this, and then I realized it's actually not mirrored. The image that I printed was mirrored, so that's a little weird. So I'm gonna have to figure out why it's not mirrored, because it was definitely backwards when I went to go print it, but since I can read the writing, it's not correct. So when I put it, I'm gonna flip that upside down, right? It needs to be backwards so that when it transfers, it's the correct way when you flip it back over. So I'm gonna have to troubleshoot that before I can heat it. I was just working on getting my heat press up to temperature. But yeah, now I'm gonna have to go and figure out what's going on with that first. So this is the image that I was printing. So you can see that it's backwards here, but it must be that somewhere in the print settings, because it is in sublimation printer, that it's already on mirror possibly. So I'm gonna go in and try to see if I can't figure out that. Maybe if I flip it again or something, I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so it does look like that's what it was. The printer, because it's a sublimation printer, was already set to mirror. So then my mirrored image obviously didn't, it like reversed itself. So I did get that printed. I'm still waiting on the heat press to finish heating up. It does look really, really light still, so I'm interested to see what the color transfer is. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm anxious, hoping that it's good. Okay, so I did go ahead and press this. It's quite light, like I was thinking was going to be an issue. The colors actually look pretty good overall, but it is definitely lighter than I would want it. I did also press these two, and I tried doing some changes in the software to see if I could. I think one of them was like the printer manages it, and one of them was the Photoshop managed. I did try them to see, but you can tell they're different colors. Like one has a little bit more green in it, and then the background colors look slightly different. But I think I need to try to find a color profile for printing with Adobe products. So I use Photoshop a lot of the time to print these images. And I hopefully will be able to find some sort of color profile so that when the printer talks with Adobe, they actually get the colors right. And then it will look a little bit better. But overall, I think it looks really good. The previous sublimation printer, or printer that I was using as a sublimation printer, would frequently have lines in it because the print quality wasn't as good, but this was perfect. I didn't have any issues with that. The only thing you can see is just the texture of the mouse pad. So yeah, I think it's a better thing overall. I just got to kind of get the settings right, and then we should be good to go. All right, so I just got back from visiting my mom, and I had an order while I was gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I have the item. It was a tote bag. I think I should have one on hand, and if I do, then I'll go ahead and pack it up. Otherwise, I will go ahead and make one and then pack it up. So either way, I got some packing of an order to do, and yeah. Okay, I did have one already made, so I'm ready to go ahead and pack this little guy up. So this is a tote bag, and it says, hold on, let me overthink about it. It's so cute. Okay, I'm really excited. I can't wait to pack this one up. Yay, thank you so much for your order. You're amazing. You know who you are. Okay, please ignore the screaming children. However, I came out to get eggs. We've been gone at Ben's Irish dance competition this weekend, and we have our first blue egg. Look at that. Oh, that one's dirty. Oh no, it's broken. Oh, that's our first broken egg. Oh, that's so sad. But also our first blue egg, which is really exciting. Wow.
Ow! Ow! Ah, baby. No, Bobby, good. Bye-bye.
Okay, buried back behind our lemongrass, which are obnoxiously large, are the sweet potato baskets. I wasn't expecting that the lemongrass was going to get quite so large. So these sweet potatoes have really been kind of shaded out, and I'm not super hopeful that we're going to get very much, if anything. And sometime throughout the season, they were also eaten. So a lot of them got eaten back to basically nothing. So I don't know. I'm not hopeful, but I'm going to go ahead and pull them out because we're expecting probably some frost soon, sometime. So we'll see if we got anything. Well, it's not nothing. They're not the biggest sweet potatoes. They're also sweet potatoes. So that's cool. That's pretty exciting. I think there might be a little bit more in the soil here. Something. Oh, wow, some sweet potatoes. That's pretty cool. While I'm out here, I think I'm actually just gonna go ahead and pull out any of the loofah that are out here so that I can clean up the beds and not have to worry about pulling out the vines for the gourds. I think I'm gonna go ahead and do that and start letting these dry, and then that way I can harvest them and make some sponges soon. Okay, so this one is, or it has been hanging in the kitchen, and it's like really papery, and if you shake it, you can hear the seeds moving around. I probably could have let it go a little bit longer, but I was a little bit worried with this end getting dark. I didn't want it to rot and then ruin the whole thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and crunch it open and peel it so that we can get the loofah out. I don't know if you can see that. That's the loofah. So I'm just gonna go ahead and peel this, and then we'll have some loofah. All right, there it is. That is the whole loofah, and you can see in there's a bunch of seeds. It's not like totally dried out yet, but if you shake it here, the seeds start to come out. So I'm gonna let it keep drying, and once it's totally dry, then I'll figure out making sponges. Okay, I'm looking a little rough right now. I've been out working with the chickens and in the garden trying to like get rid of all the weeds and dumping out all the sweet potato bins and stuff. So I am a hot mess. However, I really need to get some photos done for these greeting cards that I've made over the last however long. And I never had listing photos for. Somehow I either lost the photos or I didn't take photos, or I don't know. Most of these ones I do not have listing photos for. So I need to take a trillion photos of all these cards, and then I need to make them into listings on my website. It's going to be a big process, but hopefully once I get caught up, then everything will just be smooth sailing. And as I take my photos for posting on social media, then I can just make the listing with those. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I also have a really big order that I just got from My Favorite Things. So I need to go ahead and like sort all of that and filter it into my system back there with all my stamps and stuff. And I still have there's a big, right there, there's a big stack of stuff that I ordered previously from My Favorite Things and from Trinity Stamps that I never put away. They've just been sitting on the counter forever. So I need to do that as well. And I've been working on, oops, sorry about my finger. I've been working on listing some new items. So I just made for my son's teacher this really cute personalized ornament. So it has like with love, his name, and then like his teacher's name and stuff on the front. And I think they are super cute. So I've been working on listing those and getting them out. And then talking about listing things, I also need to list the million things I never listed also. So that's like bookmarks, magnetic bookmarks. There's other keychains and buttons, the bracelet kits. There's like a billion things that I never even listed on my website. Why? I don't know. There's no reason. I just got overwhelmed and just kept putting it off, I guess. I don't know, but I need to get on it. So here goes. These are all the cards that I need to list. So there's a ton of them. So I need to take photographs of most of them. Some of them I already have photos because I've recently made them, but a lot of them don't have photos, and that's why they're in this pile. But yeah, gotta get started.
A few moments later.
So I got the new set of distress spritz things. So these guys here, they're the spritzes. So not the spray or the stain, but the spritz. So they're kind of like a skinnier bottle than the other ones. And I got the storage tins for them as well to try out because I had the other two sets and I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to store them. So I decided to just go for it and see how I like this. And then worst case, if I don't like it, I can always just like use it for something else. So they fit perfectly in here, which is awesome. And then you can see the colors. So since these all are the same set, I'll just go ahead and put them in here. I think I may eventually end up putting them in rainbow order. Oh, that's a spray stain. Huh. Wonder if I ended up ordering not what I was supposed to order. Let's see how many I have. I feel like I don't think I ordered spray stains, but maybe I just didn't order. No, I mean, it looks like I have everything. It's just somehow I ended up with 2 extra things. Somehow I ended up with a tattered rose and a spiced marmalade distressed spray stains. I didn't order these. I'm gonna have to contact Ranger and see what happened. I think they might have sent me, I don't know, extra stuff on accident or something. I don't know. Anyway, as you can see though, these fit perfectly. They look great in here. And then you just go ahead and close the lid. And then I like that you can store them vertically, like, and then maybe just put a label here so you can see which set it is. And then, yeah, you can just pull them right out of your storage system and they're ready to go. All right, got some eggs today. This one is a ceramic egg, but 3 eggs. Hey, Opal, what you doing, girl? Nosy little thing, huh? Well, the saddest thing has happened. This is our temporary coop for our new chickens that we just got. And they laid an egg, but it's broken. That's so sad. I can't tell if like they stepped on it or if they just pecked it open. Oh, I really hope we don't have an egg eater situation going on. That would be really unfortunate. I'm gonna see if I can't maybe scramble this up with some of the other eggs that we had that we bought from the store that we never used, and just give all the chickens some scrambled eggs. We'll see what happens. So I just scrambled up the eggs and crushed up the eggshells. And I'm gonna go ahead and mix them together and then go out and feed the chickens. Okay, I added the shells and the eggs, and then I just added in some oregano and some red pepper flakes. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix all that up and take it out. We were out of town this weekend, and I got an order while we were gone. So I'm gonna go ahead and pack that up. Sorry about the noise. Corley is pressing this phone button and it's almost out of batteries. Anyway, I'm gonna try to go ahead and get the order packed up and put in the mail, so that that's ready to go. Thank you so much for your order. All right, that is going to wrap it up for this studio vlog. As per usual, there's just been a lot going on. I mentioned a lot at the beginning of this video, and in the midst of filming all the things for this video, it's been even more. So it's just been a lot. We just went out of state this past weekend to be with my uncle, as he unfortunately also passed. He's the one who walked me down the aisle, so that was really hard since my dad couldn't be there. He was the one. And yeah, so I lost my dad 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Oh my gosh, it's been like 14 years. I was 21. So I lost him, and then my stepdad died earlier this month, and then my uncle, who was like another dad to me, was also lost this week. So anyway, it's been a lot. It's been tough, but I was like trying to force myself to keep moving forward and not stop for the 100,000th time of doing all these studio vlogs, all the filming and stuff. Hopefully things will improve from here and not continue to be how it has been. But I guess only time will tell. So anyway, thanks for sticking with me. Sorry, it's been a bit of a roller coaster. I love you guys. Appreciate you not abandoning me through all this chaos and turmoil, but yeah, anyway, love you. Okay, I'll see you next time. Bye.